Hi, everyone. Last weekend, I was in Minnesota with dreamers from all over the country. And we were there to strategize for the DREAM Act. At this meeting, I met Matthias, who's back there. And even though I didn't know him that well, I felt like he was my brother. After that weekend, I flew back to Boston, and next day when I was supposed to be working on getting this training prepared, I found out Matthias was detained. And I became upset, and I couldn't focus on AV equipment, hotels, this training space, food. I couldn't think of that. And after talking to a lot of people, they kept discouraging me. See, this is why you shouldn't fly. This is why you shouldn't tell people you're undocumented. I called my brother, who when he was here, he was always super protective of me. If I looked at a car, he'd be like, don't think of driving that. If I thought of going anywhere, he'd be like, you're not flying anywhere. Don't tell people you're undocumented. And I called him, and he said, you know, Renata, I know what it's like to be in jail. I was there for 2 months, and there's things I can't even talk about. He's like, and I would never want that to happen to you. But I know that what you're doing is important. And that you need to fly, you need to tell people you're undocumented, you need to do what you do. And that's all I needed to keep working on this training. I was like, I'm gonna make this happen. And I got here yesterday and I was stressed, but I got to meet Christy. And you know, she hasn't even told her best friends that she's undocumented, and she was sitting in front of me telling me she's undocumented. And then I met Calvin from Ghana, who's only in 10th grade, but he's like, I want to be a leader because my mom worked so hard for me to be here. And then Nathan, where's Nathan? He pulled me out in the hallway, and he's just like, the training hadn't even like just begun. And he's like, what do you want me to do? And for me, that's all I needed. I was like, this training was worth it. But there's people out there that haven't experienced this. There's people out there who still need to be pulled in this. And you guys can do that. You guys can you can create this moment for those people. I want you guys to think of what role you can be in this. I want you to take a leadership role. I want you to own it. Will you be a part of sin? Yes. Will you be a part of sin?
Yes.
Thank you, Renata.